Hi guys, it's Mono, and as you can see here, we are not playing Love Live or OnStars or anything, but we're playing a new game called Bangirl's Dream, or what I like to call it just Bandori, because I think that's one of the nicknames for it. But if you haven't heard from like Twitter, or if you don't follow Bushy Road, it's a new game by the company, so it's by the same company as Love Live, and it's a good way to get out of the Love Live rut like I have been, where if you don't want to play something like OnStars that isn't a rhythm game, but you do want to play some rhythm games, then this group of band girls are pretty great. So instead of doing something like playing a song or doing a scout, which actually I will be doing a scout, I want to do a small guide kind of thing because I know that there is already a guide out, but it's like 40 minutes long. And I'm a really lazy person, and I can't watch something for 40 minutes, and I can't like put my mind into a guide. So what I'm gonna do is just do it as a lazy person. It sounds really bad, but it's nice because on the side I will have certain sections, since other guides you have to search for what you want or you have to scan through things, and that's not what I'm going to do. I'm just going to have it on the side for you. So if you just want to go straight into knowing how to do stories, great, it's on the side. If you want to know how to do the event, which hopefully I get this out in time for the event, it's on the side for you. But also, I would like to say, if you don't really aren't interested in watching the video, but you do want to know more about Bangirl Dreams, I like looking at the Wikia page. That's actually where I started finding out things for, I think it was how to do the menu screen, but the Wikia page is pretty much a good way to know about the game. And also on Twitter, there's a Bangirl Dreams update. I'll kind of put it on the screen or in the description below because those are my favorite resources to find Bangirl Dreams. So I've been rambling on. Let's just get into it. And as you can see, it's, well, a map. You have the girls. I think the closest thing that I can say it's like is like Idolmaster from the little like plate of it, where you have girls interacting. You can actually buy things. I don't know if you could buy it in this cafe area. Oh yeah, you can. You can buy things to give further conversations for, and you can also click on the girls, see their conversations, and what you get is, see, I'm just skipping through it, you can get experience points for your ranking and for the band that the girls who are having the conversation in. So when you rank up in either just your general rank or for the band ranking, then you get to stories, as we'll talk about later. But as you can see in the top left-hand corner, you can press it and it'll go to your maps. So there's different maps as you unlock rankings and you unlock new maps. So like let's go over here. There's going to be new girls just conversating, and you just do the same thing. You just watch them conversate or skip it like I do since I can't read anything, and it'll give you experience points. And also, a good thing that's on the screen is on the right hand side, from the top kind of down to the middle, you have all of your general things. So when you go to the very top of it, you have the three lines, which is where you kind of go to your menu, where you can easily go to your home screen. This one with the ID thing is obviously where your profile is going to be, so I have my name there, I have the ranking from bands, I have my main band, which is just Poppin' Party right now, but I haven't really messed with it. And then when you go back, you have a whole bunch of other things. As of right now, I don't really have that much that I do on the menu screen. I know some of it is shopping for for stars, but as of right now, I don't really do anything. So if you're interested in that, I'm sure there's other places, but a good thing that I would be interested in is this, where I did not even look into it. It's it's the place where the tablet and the phone, it's where you have your transfer code. So what you do for your transfer code, I didn't even do it yet, but you basically just create your own password. You type it in. It has to be between like 8 to 16 characters. And after you type that in, then it gives you your code with it. So then you like, when you transfer it, you have your code and your ID. So I'll be doing that later, but I will not be doing it right now because I just don't want to show it. But that's pretty much all that I do, at least, for the menu screen. I'm sure that there's a bunch of other fun things you could do. So then after the whole menu thing, you have your three little circles. So the first one with the star is pretty much notifications. That's also where Twitter really comes in because they also give you kind of like the notifications for it. It tells you when new things are up and new things are pretty much done with. Then you go into the next one, the second circle, which are your presents. Now, currently, I don't have any presents, but normally you would go to the rectangle in the, not really like top right corner, but kind of right above the box where your presents would be, and you collect them all. You get them every day, you get them for special campaign things, you get them for maintenance. I know if you are playing the game up until the 30th of March, then you get 1,000 stars from maintenance, which is really good. I know I have a lot just from maintenance and playing the new game, so you get presents a lot. And then next, you have this one where it's your inventory. So you have different types of inventory for different places. I don't think it's, yeah, it is different places. I don't have that much because I'm not very interested in decorating yet. I'm sure that once I'm bored, then I'll start decorating and buying things, so. And the most important thing that I just left for last for some reason is the top right middle kind of area, where you have your rank, you have the amount of EXP you have the amount of coins you have the amount of gems you have. Well, I call them stars, because just don't try to listen to my wording of things, because I'm not wording them right. The amount of stars you have, and the amount of flames you have. Now, flames, they kind of get iffy because instantly you think that they are your LP, but they fit more into events than they do for songs. So, and if you're wondering about event to end, the flames, and the purpose of songs in this game, that's the next thing that we're going to be looking at. So as you can see in the bottom right hand corner, the really big pink note, that is where you play your songs, and you'll be taken to the screen where you have three things. You'll have free live, multi-live, and events. And events are obviously only going to be during events, so when the event isn't going on, it's just going to be an empty blank space, but when there is an event, then you see it there. So first off, you have your free lives, which do not take any LP to do. It's free. Like, that's the best way to put it, is that it's free live. We're just gonna skip this for right now because I'll explain that for the event. I just want to show you the songs. You have a whole bunch of songs that you unlock for your general rank, and I believe for band ranking, which is pretty cool because when you do a band rank up, then you get a song from that band, I think. But we'll get into that later. So for right now, if you just want to play free live, they have, so like, let's see, we have this song, which I have not even cleared yet. I haven't cleared a lot of the songs because I haven't been playing that much. But you'll have easy, normal, hard, and expert. And the numbers beside it aren't LP, since the LP is free for free lives, but it's pretty much just the difficulty. Like, instead of a 10-star, 9-star song in Love Live or anything else. You also can buy songs in the game, which are pretty much covers. And I believe right now for covers they're doing every Monday is a new song. I know this Monday is going to be the OP from Your Lie in April, which I'm super excited about. But in the game, you can use little teardrops to buy your songs, and I believe that's in one of the maps. I didn't show it. I'm already a bad guide maker by not showing, but you could buy songs. Obviously, the one that I've been playing the most is Butterfly because Digimon's the best. When we do a game, so let's say we want to play Butterfly, we are taken to our band page, and this is where you can pick which band you want to do. At first, like my 3, 4, and 5 bands are all by the same color because I was kind of trying to figure out how the game mechanics go, but so far what I've noticed is that when you're playing a song and you have all of the same band, that works much better than just having it all in the same category. So what you want to do is have either a whole band together, or when it's events, which I'll explain better, is have certain characters in the same band. But I definitely recommend just having a whole band together. I don't have anything better than a 1-star right now, so because I haven't scouted, but pretty much have that. I know for right before you're about to start a song, you'll get a pop-up screen. But before we get to that pop-up screen, I'd like to show you the little square or rectangle that's right next to it where you can have all your settings. Now, I don't know all of the settings for it, but I'm sure that they have to do with skill activation, pop-up screens, which aren't really that bad in this game. It's not as bad as Love Live in my opinion. You also have, on the left-hand side, you have timing. Well, not timing, technically just speed. You'll get it every song though. When you're about to play it, you can change the speed right before a song instead of going to this page. You also have how big you can make the notes. So you'll kind of see that they're a little bit small, but at least in comparison to Love Live, if you play other things like maybe BanG or maybe Idolmaster, they're pretty much kind of the same size, but for me they're small. I haven't tried it with bigger notes, so you should try it out yourself. I'll try it out a different time. And then underneath that is where you have your timing. So, I mean, the default 0 is the best. I just have it on 1 because for some reason my timing is just a little bit off. So as you can see, you can do that timing thing like you do in most rhythm games where you just tap it to the sound and it works. I'm not going to change mine because I'm content with mine. If you have all your settings ready to go, then you can press the big pink square rectangle thing, and there's your pop-up, and you can see what the speed looks like for each song. You can make it really fast, 6.5. It's not really that fast, but if you want to play hard and just have it really fast, then you can. I like the default because, to be honest, it's hard enough as it is for me. So when you're going into the song, you can see that it's a pretty good, cute setup. It's just a bunch of 2D girls, and they jump around. They have their skill activations, which activate when you hit yellow buttons instead of it being like every other rhythm note or some kind of other activation. It's just when you hit it. It mostly reminds me of like if you play Guitar Hero, then that's how I remember it, where you press a certain note and that's what you get. Also, if you are watching me play and just suck because I'm commenting on it, when you have hard songs or expert songs, then you get the slide notes, and the slide notes are very interesting because they're slide notes. So after we have free live, we have multi-live. Now at first, it was kind of a buggy-ish feature, but thankfully, as far as I know, it has been fixed. And so what you do with multi-live is you basically play with other people, kind of, well, you play with other people, and when you play those lives, you all get into kind of like a room or a group where you get other people, you get like 4 other people, and then you are able to pick a song. It kind of just, you either vote or it randomizes a song for you from the list of songs that you have in the game, and you all play that song. You each play it individually, technically, and the score just adds up together to give you one big score. And I think my favorite part of it is when you have a fever section where I don't really know how the fever section works. All I've noticed is that if you just keep playing normally and don't mess up, then you all get a fever and it gives you just, I'm pretty sure, a better score. I'm not too into the multi-live, I'm pretty much just into playing my own free live, but it's definitely something to check out now that it's pretty much been fixed, and it's pretty fun. There's also little emotes that you can do where it emotes. So kind of a thing to wrap the free live and the multi-lives together is the events, because that's really where the gameplay is. It's kind of like BanDOri, where you go into the event and you just play songs, and that's how you get your event points. You play any of the songs, and depending on how many flames you use is how many, I guess, more event points you get. You use 1 flame, 2 flames, or 3 flames, and you cannot get event points. Well, let me see if I can phrase this correctly. You need to use flames to get event points. You can't just play a free live song without the flames and get event points. When you're out of flames, it'll tell you, would you like to get more flames, or would you like to just play a free live without getting event points? But that's pretty much just how the flames work out, which I think is pretty cool. It sucks how you can't have more flames, but they do regenerate every 30 minutes, so it's actually not that long of a wait. But you can also regenerate them through your stars. I believe it's like 50-ish stars. Another thing is that through getting event points, you get new stories, you get a bunch of new items as you rank up, like with most events do, and you get, I believe, when you just do events points, you get a 2-star, which is kind of like a rare, I suppose. And when you do the ranking, it's when you get the 3-star, and the 3-star is kind of like the SR. Also, when you play your songs, like I kind of mentioned before, when you have certain characters in a band playing a song, it has a higher percentage of being better points. The event literally just started an hour before I started recording, so don't quote me. Like I said, go to Twitter. Anyways, as you can see here, it has the pictures of the characters that you need. I don't know their names, but it'll have more of a chance, or more of a percentage, for certain characters as opposed to others, but also when you have all of a certain color, then it's even more of a percentage. So events are pretty simple to follow. I don't know if they're going to be doing more types of events, or if this is going to be just the event to do, playing songs and getting event points, but we'll find out. This game just came out. Next we have 2 things that I'm kind of going to just mash together because they're very small, and since it's in Japanese, and if you do not know Japanese, it's kind of just an iffy thing, is the stories. So you have, like I said earlier, you have main stories and you have band stories. Main stories are unlocked through ranking your general rank, and the band stories are when your band rank up, which you can do through talking to the girls on the map, or you can do by playing with that band in a live. You'll see after lives that it'll rank up. So main stories, it's kind of simple, just when you unlock it, it just appears when you rank up, which is pretty simple. You can easily skip through it. When you go into a story, you can either do it with voices or without voices, which is pretty cool because sometimes I just don't want to listen to the voices. And then in the top part, the way that you can skip stories if you just don't feel like listening to all the voices since you can't read it like I do, then you would press this button. And you can do that the same for band stories. As you can see here, we have all 5 of the bands. We have Poppin' Party, Afterglow, Pastel Palettes, Rosalia. Oh, there we go. Rosalia, and this one. I don't know the name. I haven't bothered yet, even though they're pretty cool. So you can see which ranks yours are. Obviously, mine is Poppin' Party is the highest ranking one because that's what I play the most for. But let's look at Afterglow. You can go into their band page and you can see which stories you've already unlocked, and it's pretty much the same thing as reading their main stories. Right next to the story page is where you can do all of your things regarding band members. So you have band edit, practice, training, your members list, and your exchange. For band edit, this is where you will edit your band. You can also see where the event percentages are, so you remember which faces, if you can't remember their names like me, you can see their faces and know, okay, this is what I need to do. The little area with the pencil is where you can edit the name of your band. I haven't bothered yet, but if you want to have just your Poppin' Party band, you can name it Poppin' Party. And you have actually 10 ways to have your band, so you can really mix and mash it however you like. So as you can see, I have my Poppin' Party and pretty much just my event band, which will probably be the one that I've exchanged the most as events go on. And if you need to exchange one out, you would tap on the girl and find a girl you want to exchange it with, and you switch it out. As far as practicing goes, this is how you level up your girls. Now, you can level them up normally through songs, but if you are in a hurry to level them up, then you would press on them, and then you use studio tickets that you get after lives. Now, this is also where multipliers come in pretty nicely because let's say you play a song and you multiply it by 1 flame, then instead of 1 studio ticket, you get 5 studio tickets, and you just pretty much use them to rank them up, kind of like practicing normal girls to rare girls and above in Love Live. So like thankfully with the last arrow button, you can just know how many to use. The second one is pretty much kind of a higher up version of studio ticket, which is why there's 2 studio tickets, so if I use all of them on this girl, then I'll level it up, but I'm not going to. Then you have training, which unfortunately I cannot show you how to do because you would need a 3-star or above, but from what I'm assuming is that you use gems that you get after a live, and that's how you idolize them, I suppose. I haven't gotten too much into the features, so that's not the best thing that I should be including in this. Then you have your general members list where you can just see the girls, see what their levels are, their bond points, I suppose, check them out. And then you also have an area for exchange where you can exchange duplicates for things like a gacha ticket or more studio tickets, teardrops, gems, things like that. I haven't gotten any duplicates yet because I haven't scouted, but that's a thing. Then I suppose the last thing, which is pretty much the thing that everybody loves to do, you have your scouting button. So if we go into that, then right now we have event gacha. Before it was just kind of the opening gacha. It had Poppin' Party, but right now they also have a event gacha. I'm pretty sure every event is going to have their own gacha where if you have the characters, then it'll help you get higher points and higher ranks probably. Well, not ranks, but points. You know what I mean. where you have the girl better shot in the events. As far as the number of stars you need, doing one single scout is 250, and doing a 10 scout is 2,500. And if you can see the 60 stars, that is not something that you can do unless you actually purchase it from the game. It's a daily scout, but you would have to buy it anyways. Pretty much the same as this. I'm pretty sure you can buy these gacha tickets, I'm not too sure, but you also be able to exchange and do that kind of thing from the exchange area that I just talked about. So to make this a bit fun, we're gonna do a 10 scout because I was waiting a pretty long time to see if I could make it to 2 scouts, but nope, we're just gonna do 5 because, or not 5, we're gonna do one 10 scout and make it interesting, see what we do. I'm probably gonna have really bad luck just for the first time around. I actually haven't looked at the scouting because I haven't done anything. So it's kind of like a band ticket. You touch it, cut the band ticket. Okay. Cute. No. I mean, we're not getting any 3 stars or 4 stars. We're not getting anything. No. I have a guaranteed 3 star. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. There's something. Ooh, okay. Okay. I do like her though. She's cute. I'll take it for my first one. So that's how scouting works. I don't know what a 4-star will look like, but pretty much the 2 stars are kind of like rares. It's what you're gonna get most of. 3 stars are kind of like your SRs, and then your 4 stars are kind of like SSRs in some games, or technically the UR. It's the lowest rating that you can get. I don't know if it's every time that you get a guaranteed 3 star. Is it? Let's check. No, I think it's just your first one. Or no, it is a. I don't know. I don't know if it's a guaranteed 3 star. Scouting is gonna hate me in this game, but so does everything. So that was kind of my very quick, very jumbly, very lazy, since I'm not I'm not the best with explaining things, but I hope that I explained it well enough that you get the gist, and there are still things that I haven't uncovered. I'm not really going towards guides to uncover them. I know that I tried my best in saying everything that I think is important because, I mean, there's a lot of important things. Like, now we have events, and you need to figure out how to do your transfer code, and you need to understand the bandit and anything, but I don't. It's just me being a dork for half an hour, so thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions about this game, then feel free to leave a comment. I'll try to help you as best as I can, especially if I accidentally left something out and you're just like, Mono, what am I supposed to do? I either will know or will not know, and I'll just send you a link. If you're wondering how to get this game, then it's in the Japanese store if you have iTunes. I cannot help you with Androids. With Android phones, you'll just have to use your energy for typing a comment and put that into Google. Copy, paste it, search it, because I cannot help. I will definitely help you if you're having trouble on iTunes, but gotta go somewhere else for Android. I'm so sorry. But like I said, any questions, feel free to ask me. I don't mind answering them as long as they're pertaining to this game. and I really hope you enjoyed this lazy guide. It'd be kind of fun to do more lazy guides where I'm just casually talking about, okay, this is what I think is right, but I don't really know. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you get into this game with me because I already really like this game, and I will see you next time.